Holds the ball off. Start of the second semi-final at the Gordon Tafe Oval. It's Inverleigh and Bellpost still the winner through to the grand final for season 2017. Lovett and Hybens go at it and straight through the middle. Fantella leaves it for Rabbis, who gets it out with a handball. And quick tackle was by Mays. And the Hawks get it towards centre wing. Fantella leads in the race to the footy. Gets the kick around the corner. Oh, towards the boundary line. Here we go.
He's played deliberate. Of course he will. He's played deliberate.
We've started. It's 25 seconds in.
He would have made it paid if he's down in the goal square the other end.
So Inverleigh with a free kick on centre wing. They go towards half forward. Grundle comes out of pace. No mark taken. Fantella off the back of the pack. Gives it away to Barton. A long kick towards the middle. Does it get over the top of Best? It does. Ettridge had it, lost it, got it back. Handballed it to Gavin Mitchell. Here he goes. Gavin goes towards the top of the goal square. Getting back there to Blasio. Push past
Cossie
it.
for the first. It's Cossie for the first. Oh, no. He's just about to make me a hero.
3 for 1 behind to Nick Costello. Bellpost still have the first score of the afternoon. They are 1 behind. Inverleigh yet to score. Minute played first term.
Tell you what, he gave a nice generous push in the back
give
too.
Him a shove, didn't he?
Hey, I know this is very, very early, but Jack Hill, the blind miner, would have seen it. Crikeys.
Talking about Jack Hill, this is Jack Filet. He's doing the kicking in. He goes long, keeping up.
Kick.
Casey Meehan comes up, takes a mark into side defensive 50 for Inverleigh. Goes back towards centre wing. Urquhart comes out. Also with Gosdanovsky, ball knocked over the boundary line. Willie Urquhart in the team of the year this year.
Is he another one that's missed a fair bit of footy? Casey Meehan too, isn't he?
Yeah, he's come back around 14. He broke both bones and 2 feet, I think, both feet actually.
14, that's enough.
So the back end now, and Hyman comes in to the front of the contest. Again, Cations is there. We'll repeat that once again from centre wing.
Who's Jack Yates annoying today?
Willie
Hamer.
Operation Bulldog, that's what they call it.
Hamer.
I would have thought he would go
position. And it's thrown in. Hybens tried to take it out of the ruck, picked up by Yates, doesn't try
the ball.
Can't get rid of it. Umpire was lucky enough, he says. He asking for the ball to come back to him now on centre wing.
You know what, Jackie Barlow might be not getting much discussion today because the bloke he's playing on's got a worse hairstyle than him.
So Hybens again gets the ball down. Yates comes in. This time gets the handball away as far as Dean Muir. Puts it on the right boot. Goes round the boundary line towards Lima. Runs back.
Now, please. Good man.
Yeah, no deliver at that time, Grub. And the ball, as I said, gone over the boundary line. So we'll have another throw in this time. Inverleigh's attacking end. Just outside there, forward 50.
Lima, one of 7 Team of the Year members from Bellpost Hill this season.
Thrown back in by the umpire once again. Ball hits the ground again. Player's not going in after it. Meehan gets the ball over the top. Goes to Gerard. Goes back to Meehan. Kicks along the boundary line. Inside 50 the ball goes. Sulik's front position. Mark not taken. It's tapped away. And it's in dispute now at ground level. Now there's a free kick being given. Which way's it going? Willie Urquhart is going to be the recipient. And he will take the free kick just inside their defensive 50. So Urquhart now of Bellpost Hill, just waiting for some options further afield. Barton looks like he's going to be the option, low and flat, good kick. Timmy Barton had it, nearly came out, but he's taken the mark. So Timmy Barton, defensive side of centre wing. He's just going to go long, brings the ball, attacking side of 50, Ettridge, mark from behind, again, use the hands, we'll say, or the body, goes quickly into their forward line, Page leads up, ball goes out the back, he's running back onto it now, heading back towards goal, collects it, gets away from Field on the left boot, goes back towards the top of the goal square, Barlow's going to be in the hunt, here he goes up, ball comes down, de Blasio did nicely, goes to Mays, option over the top to Hamer, he's got the ball, runs outside 50, kicks towards centre wing, short kick Perrott, set him up, but Perrott was equal to the task, takes the mark, goes back inside, and it goes to Mays, through the middle of the ground they go, Muir onto the ball, has Gerard outside, and now he's looking for some options, runs and carries, Grundle looking for the ball long, goes in that direction again with Addy, ball, front of the contest, picked up, got the handball outside, missed Cations as he went past, has to go back and collect it, Addy puts a bit of work on him, and the ball runs to and over the boundary line, we'll have a throw in. So at 4.5 minutes in this first quarter, we have Bellpost Hill that one behind.
You don't get Jack Kennedy out, but you get Grundle. He might be with a sigh of relief, but not a big one, because this kid can play.
There's a lot of one-on-ones, isn't there? There's some good one-on-ones out there.
Who's on Robbie Lowe? Is Gray go to Robbie?
I think Lima's on him.
Yeah, I think Lima went to him.
Barton gets it down from the ruck contest, gets it towards Rabbis, close to the boundary line. Handball's over the top. Lentini turns around, right foot kick towards centre wing, might be okay. Handball back inboard. Yates got around one, then got the kick away, scrambled it towards half forward. Ettridge is going to have a couple on him. Gros comes across. Grosdanovsky. Dan, close to the boundary line. Needs some support.
Didn't have the footy.
Out of it.
Didn't have the footy.
He was held, and he will take the free kick. So Dan Grosdanovsky back into centre wing, out of side. Chips the ball. He's okay. Finds the brother. Mick walks away on centre wing. Handballs it over the top. Back to Hamer. Back to Grosdanovsky. Missed the target with the handball, though.
Bad one.
Now Urquhart goes long with the kick towards half forward. Best gets back there. Best in position as well and takes the mark. Wants to switch it to de Blasio. He goes further afield, though, towards Billy Cations. Across on half back. Under pressure. Gavin next to him as well. Going to be a foot race, and who's going to be able to pick it up? Gavin can. Tried to get it away to Fantella. Meehan comes in to help out. Handballs it back inboard to Muir. Runs through centre. Goes towards half forward. Love it. Stuck the hand out. Couldn't take the mark. Hybens against him at half forward. May shuffle the handball to Hutchinson. Wheels around on that left. 60 out from goal. Back towards the top of the square. Grundle and Addy. Addy goes up. Big thump away. Good play. Grundle's second effort was good. Handballed it away quickly. Gerard off a step from 50 towards the pocket. Pretty good kick. Push, was it? Umpire said over and a boundary thrown in the right forward pocket for the Hawks. Just gone up a level, I reckon, this week, the game. What do you reckon?
Oh, yeah. There's what we'd expect.
So a boundary throw in right forward pocket, northern end of the ground. The Hawks into attack. Ruck contest. Barton going to be up against Dalton Grundle. Boundary throw in was poor. Barton tried to slap it around the back towards somebody. Fantella comes in from defensive 50 and gets the ball. Scrubby kick towards the middle. Dan Groves had it, lost it in the tackle. And the ball from Yates. He got slung around, got rid of it just. The ball comes backwards, though. They've got the numbers here to Inverleigh. They go towards half forward. It might be okay. Mick Groves has got it. Goes into the pocket. High kick, now falls to the front. Lima, as he does nicely, goes with the right foot kick out wide. It's a good kick too, and finds Fantella at half back.
So Fantella from just defensive side of centre wing has the ball now, and as bell post hill, just look for their options. Usually this is where they play the short game, and he's going to go long again. They forced him nicely in Inverleigh. Ball not marked there by Hamer, comes out the back. This is Gavin.
Free kick.
He's taken high, so there'll be a free kick there. And he's just inside the centre square, has running past Lentini, but he ignores him now, just waiting for a few options. Page is on a good lead, straight up the middle of the ground again, ignored, so he decides to go long. It's back towards Costello. De Blasio, fist in. Ball comes towards Filet. He's taken in a tackle. Oh, I tell you what, the umpire gave him a pretty good chance there, and he's giving Nicky Welch every opportunity to get rid of it. Best with a bit of pace. Hamstrings, no problem. Comes out of the middle, goes to Gerard, and he takes the mark inside the centre square. Goes on the left boot quickly and towards centre half forward. Grundle again leads up to the ball, does nicely. Good clean pick up. A little bit of pace. Handballs over the top. Grosdanovsky outside. Goes to Mick from the boundary.
Oh, he likes
and I tell you what,
beautiful miss
across the face. Mick Grosdanovsky, his first score of the afternoon. He can square things up at a point apiece. And we have gone 8 minutes first quarter. Buckley's Entertainment Centre first quarter scoreboard.
Mick Grosdanovsky, 5 disposals already, only 8 minutes in.
So Lima kicking in duties at full back for the Panthers. But anyway, from full back.
What did I tell you before?
Goes along with the kick towards Addy.
Oh, that's a free kick.
No, umpire said play on. Still hasn't touched anybody. It's on centre wing. Lentini with some pace and taps it in front of him and gets away as well. Grundle gives him a good chase, but he runs away. 2 bounces at half forward. Now he goes with the kick. The lead on. Good kick to Ettridge.
Oh, Lentini, that was sensational. That was finals footy at its best. That was sensational football.
And he's found Jaden Ettridge 35 out, 45-degree angle. Bested run up the ground to try and, I think, stop Lentini, and he just chipped it over the top nicely.
He was one of those blokes, along with Fantella and that, they just fitted in and they were just the outrigger players. They're the top players now. That was brilliant footy.
Ettridge comes in, right foot kick, brings it back with the breeze. I think the goal umpire's pretty happy with it. Straight over there. So Jaden Ettridge puts his first on the board. And the first for Bell Post Hill, they go to 1-1-7 and they lead Inverleigh 1 behind. Buckley's Entertainment Centre first quarter scoreboard, 9.5 minutes played.
You just have to give, I've already given Lentini a pat on the back, another pat on the back. I watched young Ettridge play for Bell Park in the under-18s and he was just a handy footballer. I think he was captain, he whinged a bit. Oh, gee, he's improved. He just improves every week, this kid. He's a wonderful, wonderful player.
So 68 goals for the season for Jaden Ettridge.
That's for a small forward.
Pretty
Sensational.
good return.
Oh, yeah.
Back in the middle we go. Again, ball. It's picked up by Lovett. Goes over the top, looking for the players outside. Coming through was Templeton. Couldn't get a clean get on it. Picked up this time. Sulik's a little bit of candy salt. Then lost the ball. Has support in Burke just on the ground. He puts it up and puts it down.
He was dumped too. He's hurt him.
Logue. Comes outside now. There's numbers there with Inverleigh. Goes to Young. Young on the left boot. Short. Didn't hit the mark, but good clean pick up Adam Muir. He brings the ball round, but it's interception there. Goes back towards Curtis Young. Fantella in and out of the contest. Had a number of possessions already. Goes towards centre wing. Mark not taken from the contest. Picked up there by Turner. Gets away. Has a player back inside in Burke. He overruns it. Goes towards Soldic. Needs to pick it up. Got out of trouble. Did nicely. Got the 1-2 and a little short kick over the top. And Robbie Logue takes the mark on true centre wing. He was going to give it, I thought, then.
Yeah,
he
looked like he was.
Runner, far side of the ground. Jack Follett nearly cleaned the umpire up on his way through. Oh, he's got a poor bounce there. Oh, Joel Page ran past him, so he was lucky enough. Goes back, right boot goes outside towards Nathan Mays. He goes back inside on the handball, goes back to Filet. Again, picks it up and puts it down, but he's got time to steady now. I reckon they picked the bloke before. He's going to pick him up.
Oh, turn it up! Turn it up! I can't believe that. He was under pressure and just kicked it, wanting to kick it forward. He didn't mean to kick it out of bounds. What's this bloke doing? Jesus!
He's the third man on the ground. I told you that Grubby was there last week. He's back again, so he'll kill orders for the rest of the day. Ball into the half-forward line. Picked up. Mays go. No, it wasn't. It was Best. He gets the handball away. Ends up with Logue. He continues to run. So Best through the middle of the ground. Short kick into the forward line. Hutchison presents. Clean pick up. Looking for some options. Running past. Oh, just got Templeton. He goes back to Best. He stops. And again looks forward. Grundle's the target. Out the back. Addy has now got the run of the ball. Sends it back towards the goal line. Taps it further afield. Held on to, but the umpire says.
Good decision.
And
good
he
decision.
wins the free kick. So Cam Addy in the goal square. He goes short and over the top.
Oh!
Kick and Willie Hamer, good interception mark, and he comes in. So Willie Hamer with an opportunity now to go back and kick the first goal for Inverleigh.
So just the 8 goals so far this season for Hamer. Played 17 out of the first 18 games for the Hawks.
We'll need to kick this 40 metres. So Willie Hamer comes in. A chance to square things away once again as we tick towards 12 minutes first quarter. Steps in. Goes long, looks nice off the boot.
Beautiful kick.
Umpire doesn't move, and Willie Hamer has his first goal of the afternoon. And Inverleigh also there first. So both sides are 1-1-7. And we have gone 12.5 minutes first quarter. Buckley's Entertainment Centre first quarter scoreboard.
They needed a mistake like that because I reckon they've not outplayed Belpost Hill, but they've had every bit of the ball as Belpost Hill had, and they're just finding it hard, obviously, without Kennedy Hunt down there and Addy there. And they needed a mistake like that to get them going. I tell you what, they're not AFL footballers, right? Don't worry about this. They've chucked all that out, that deliberate, for most of the year, and this bloke's bringing it back.
Back to the middle. Love it. Up against Hybens. Love it. Gets it down. Drove to the middle by Base. Let it away. Dan Gros got it away. In fact, it was Mick Gros got it away towards Hybens. High kick towards half forward. Getting back there, Barton and Lima. They help each other out. Lima wheels around on the left. Inside 50, back towards half back. It's a good kick too. Welve got around. Quick kick over the top. They got the ball running out to Fantella on centre wing. He takes the mark. He's got Gavin short. He elects to go further afield. Barlow gives him a lead over his head. Got a hand to it, but Walsh can't take it either. Hybens comes back to help out. Gives it away to Best. Ettridge bears down. He gets the kick away close to the boundary line. Fantella going at it. And I think he got a hand to it. No, it was Templeton as well, I think, over there. No, in fact, it was Young who saw it over the line for a throw-in. Centre wing, out of side. So throw-in, Hybens and Lovett. Umpire throws the ball back into play. Hybens in front. Didn't really hit anybody from the ruck contest. Gavin over the top of it on hands and knees now with Hybens. The umpire will come in and ball it up. Just forward of centre wing. Bell Post still kicking with the breeze. The breeze has just got up a little bit. Kicking to the southern end. The Panthers in this first turn with the 8 of the breeze. Love it, goes up early, still gets it down to the side of the pack. Kick around the corner, Soldic, goes towards centre wing. Barton got a hand to it, couldn't take it with him. Hawks had the ball, and that Templeton gives it away by hand quickly. Lowe gives it away to Parrott, runs through the middle, tries to spear the pass towards Gerard, back on the ground. Urquhart against him, they're going to have a good battle. Rusty gets out and goes from half forward with the kick, partly smothered. Grundle comes out at pace, Addy right behind him, tried to get the handball away. Addy happy to see it over the boundary line at defensive 50, and we'll have a boundary throw in.
He has got a bit of pace for a big kid, young Dalton, hasn't he? And he's only 22, so he's still developing. But that's a great battle. Rusty and Urquhart. Urquhart, the back pocket player, and that bloke was team of the year last year, wasn't he, Rusty?
That ball thrown back in the half-forward line again and run back towards the boundary line. Able to keep it inside the field of play. Runs over, so the ball will be thrown back in by the umpire. As both ruckmen now come from the ground, having a bit of a spell. First quarter's gone 15, so they stage.
I'll tell you what, not many blokes did what Rusty did and take it off in a one-on-one contest against Willie Urquhart then. This is going to be a great battle.
So the ball is thrown back in by the umpire. Now there's a free kick off the ball here, going against Hutchison, I think. And it goes to Reece Burke. No, going to Shane Lyman. No, it's not. It's going to Timmy Barton. So Barton with the free kick. There was 3 players around. It had to be one of them, I suppose, but
just draw the raffle.
So Barton decides to go long.
It's long.
It is. Goes from one end of the ground into the half-forward line at the other end. Going to ground level. Picked up there. It's not picked up yet. Martin has it. Has time to steady. Looks further afield. Goes short into the far-forward line. Ettridge went without it. Has time to steady. Tried to get a kick away. And the umpire said, see, trailing umpire again. He's got to be spoken to a grub. Seriously.
All right, I'll go and see him at quarter time if you like.
Have a word to him and everyone else around him, will you? So the ball comes out to Cations. Cations along the boundary line. Nice kick towards Grozdanowski. He's over the top of it. He's going to be in trouble here. He's plucked it. He's going to be pinged. And the ball will be a free kick going the way of Bellpost Hill.
How the boots.
I don't reckon the game's all about you, mate. Let the players play, you idiot.
So Willie Urquhart, just outside 50, he goes back to Barton, so they take a bit of ground, they go backwards. Inverleigh have done well, they've manned up, they've got good position on the ground here. So Barton again, just looking some options, short through the middle, went towards Gavin, he's got time, he's out there by himself. He's got a player out the back, so they go and use it, and that's Gray. He goes into the half-forward line. Welv has pushed forward. Unfortunately, the ball travels over his head and will be thrown back in just outside forward 50. So Grundle's now doing some ruck work up against Merrick. So Grundle, good body work, gets the ball back to the front of the contest, runs back towards the boundary line, picked up by Welv, goes into the forward line. Again, at ground level, picked up Gerard. Back there with some numbers in the lead. They go wide, out towards Grozdanowski. Got the ball in front of him. He picks it up now, runs away.
Right tackle, Page.
And the umpire says that is a free kick. And it will go to Joel Page. We saw Justin Tarr kick one from just outside 50 in the earlier game. So Joel Page is going to go back now and steady himself. Shoot towards goal. He ticked towards 80 minutes, first quarter.
If you're going to stand on the mark, jump up and down, son.
So Joel Page kicks from outside 50.
Not good enough.
Go to top of the square. Out the back, Barlow, hands up. Mark is not taken. Burke kicks off the ground. I'll tell you what, I think it has gone through.
It's going to be a goal.
No, this bloke, he'll overrule.
No, he's going to pay a free kick to Bellpost Hill. If it's a goal, it's a goal. That's what I'll be saying.
The boundary umpire can't see, mate. So it is. Behind.
Behind.
It might have been touched, maybe.
You tell me how that was touched.
Well,
I don't know.
You tell me
I don't
how
know
that
what's
was
going
touched.
on.
No, I don't mind that. If he reckons it's touched, it's touched.
1-2, Bellpost still 1-1 to Inverleigh.
Kick in, goes towards Casey Mann at half-back. Got one high. We'll take the free kick for the Hawks. Got Templeton along the line on centre wing. Measures the pass, takes the mark. In front of Gavin. Called to play on now. Oh, dangerous. Puts the footy in front. Gavin worried him out of it. Too easy. And he goes to the right foot kick towards Barlow at half forward. Puts the hands up. Can't take the mark. Rusty comes in to help out. Lee goes down quickly. Picks it up at half back. And then the umpire says, play on. And the ball comes out. Walsh. A leg, said the umpire. So Inverleigh will take the free kick. At half-back, Dalton Grundle will take the free.
Just a message for that kid early in the grand final against his champion side. Kick the bloody ball. Don't try and run around everyone.
And kicks around towards Mays at half-back. He chips the ball across half-back. And taking the mark was Nankivell. Goes from centre-half back towards half-forward. But reading the better Dan Welve does nice. Turns around quickly and they're on the overlap towards Ettridge at centre wing. He takes the mark. He's got Costello further up the ground. He elects to go to half forward though. Turner stands there in front of Hamer, takes the mark. Still inside the centre square at centre half forward. Page gives him a lead. Hasn't got much behind him. Barlow runs deep. He goes in that direction now. Barlow out the back against Walsh. He's set himself up. He puts a hand up off the back of the pack. Barton tapped away by Hybens. And through for a rush behind of the Panthers.
He's had a pretty good record against Barlow, young Walsh.
139 Bell Post Hill Inverleigh 117. And we've played 20 and a half minutes first term.
They continue to drop it on his head like that.
They're actually tailor-making it for him, aren't they?
Yeah.
Just put the hand up and punch. But I tell you what, you leave these Bell Post Hill blokes, don't think they're not going to kick it to them because they will.
So Gerard goes short. He finds Jack Filet. Filet's not wasting any time. He was going to play on. He goes short up over the top. Don't know whether that's travel the right distance. He's going to get the handball back and he goes back outside to Blasio. In space, outside defensive 50. Looks up and he goes short also. Grundle comes across and takes a mark. Worked pretty hard in the first quarter, Dalton Grundle. And now with the ball just off the defensive side of centre wing, goes short. Billy Cations comes in. Didn't take the mark. Went back and collected. Got the handball away. Best on the overlap. Goes short to Tebelin. Just missed him. And the ball has been cleaned up there by Gray. Goes back outside, down Welve. He'll put Bell Post Hill back into their forward half. And the ball has carried a fair bit there. And Reece Burke couldn't get back to it as it runs back over the boundary line. So we'll have a ball in to take place. And 20 metres out from the forward 50 line. Bell Post Hill again attacking in. Breeze has increased noticeably. Thrown back in by the umpire. Hyman's front position. Picked up there. Yates, little tap on the ball. Goes back and collects it again. Goes back to Gavin on the left boot. Comes into the forward line. Well positioned is Best. And he takes the mark in front of Ettridge. So Michael Best, back pocket position. Looking to bring the ball back towards centre wing. Far side of the ground again. This time the winner's got hold of it. The ball's gone over the boundary line. So free kick goes to Bell Post Hill.
The wind's got up a bit.
A bit. Ren Lovett, the recipient of the free kick on the far side of the ground. So he runs now and brings the ball, runs in and kicks it straight into Dalton Grundle, the man on the mark. The ball runs back over the boundary line, so we're going to have a throw in. 22 minutes first quarter, Buckley's Entertainment Centre. First quarter scoreboard, Inverleigh 117, Bell Post Hill 139.
So throw in, left half forward for the Panthers. Hybens and Lovett. Both get a hand till, falls to the front of the pack through. Was Lentini. Now Hybens gives it away to Muir. Step and handball over the top was okay. The Hawks run it through half back. Soldick's got it. Goes towards the middle of the ground, but Lentini read it the better, kicked it off the ground, but it might favour Cations. Doesn't sit for him. Lentini bears down on him. Goes through, gets around, gets high, does he? The umpire says that's holding the ball then.
And it is too, unfortunately.
So Cations now play on advantage. Well,
now it's not. Yeah. It should have been.
So now the ball comes out towards Mays. Oh, good play, Gray at the back. Taps it over the boundary line for a throw in. Defensively again by the Panthers, so they keep it in their half-forward zone. And it will be a throw in. Hybens and Lovett come over to do the ruck work. So a throw in. Lovett. Hybens takes it from the ruck contest, handballs over the top.
Put that down, grab
ball only as far as Yates, gets around, handball to Gavin. Step back with the inside of the right boot towards Costello over his head. Page comes out, Ettridge wheels around. Brandon Butter for Jaden Ettridge, and he's got it.
Seal it.
Ettridge has kicked his second. And the second for Bell Post Hill. They go to 2-3-15. They lead Inverleigh 117. Buckley's Entertainment Centre first quarter scoreboard 24 played.
Just a couple of little mistakes out here when the ball doesn't look that dangerous and all of a sudden they get in. And I tell you, it gets dangerous when Ettridge gets the ball. They're going to have to tighten up on him. Obviously, they've got to tag him down there much, much harder than they have. They seem to have him covered when the ball comes. As soon as the ball hits the ground, he's just got that nous to get to where the ball is, and he can kick without pressure because he loses his man. So, great football from Bellpost Hill. Probably a couple of blues up here. The ball may well should have been up the other end of the ground by then. But I just think in general play, as I said before when I thought it was even, Bellpost Hill just starting to get on top around the ground, but the wind's blowing up as well.
Ettridge would love this, of course. He's been held goalless by Bannockburn twice, but already, 24 minutes in, he's got the 5 disposals, 3 marks and 2 straight goals.
And it's amazing what that would do for a kid's confidence as well.
So back with the umpire, middle of the ground.
You wouldn't know, Smitty. You never kicked 2 in the first quarter, did you?
No, never had 2 kicks in the game. So ball thrown up by the umpire again, middle of the ground, picked up low, tries to force his way through, did pretty nicely, got the ball away, was back in there working hard again, love it, this time goes back and collects it, picked up by Perrott, handballs outside to Soldick, collects it cleanly, goes into their half forward line, sets Templeton a task, Martin Ute takes him underneath the ball, goes back, Mays picks it up, looks towards goal, little chip up over the top, Hutchison leads out, didn't take it cleanly, has support now, Meehan comes out, and Hutchison's back with him, takes the ball, steadies himself, goes back towards goal. I tell you what, this looks pretty good.
Oh, it's hit the base of the post.
In unison, Grub. So first score for Blake Hutchison is a minor score. 1-2 now to Inverleigh. They trail Bellpost Hill on 2 goals, 3. And we have gone 25.5 minutes first quarter.
So Lima kicking in duties again, basically just on the ground. He might be a target. Rabus is there as well. He goes to the pocket. Barton now basically might be. He's taking the mark between the back pocket and half back. Gavin across there, Welve across there as well. He goes towards Basely against Gerard. Basely just sat there for like 30 seconds and made Barton kick him the footy, and he's taken the mark in between half back and centre wing. He chips the ball over the top to Fantella. Muir bears down. He takes the mark. He chips the ball further towards Martin Ute. Takes it in centre wing and goes. Now with the right foot kick. Terrible off the boot and straight into the arms of Dan Grozdanovsky across a defensive 50. Chips the ball to Templeton. He takes the mark. Barlow stands it. He's got Mays short. Goes towards Logue. Takes the mark at half back for Inverleigh.
Bit of Bellpost Hill style there.
Yeah, bit of Bellpost Hill chip and chase. And now he's called to play on. He goes long with the kick towards centre wing. Barton comes at it. So does Meehan. Does nicely, Meehan, and runs away on centre wing. Thought about the bounce. Ran a long way. Handballed it to Gerard. To Hamer. Got it back towards Meehan. Close to boundary line under pressure. Does the don't argue. Handballs it back inboard. Hutchinson comes at it. Wheels around. Good play. Blake Hutchinson. Handballs it away to Grundle off a step towards the square. Oh, Hybens. Good kick. Good kick under pressure. Dalton Grundle. Hybens was just standing there 30 out from goal, and he'll have a set shot.
And brilliant play by Hutchins. He's just showing us how classy he is. Johnny Mitchell said this morning, probably the most skillful player in the GDFL, and after watching that, I don't disagree too much.
So James Hybens for a late goal in the first term. He comes in. He's only 30 out. Slight angle. Northern end of the ground. Right foot kick. Goes with the breeze and still goes with the breeze. And through for 1 behind. So missed opportunity there. 1-3-9 the Hawks. The Panthers 2-3-15. Buckley's Entertainment Centre first quarter scoreboard 28 played.
Lima plays on, goes club room side again, just over the fingertips of Grundle. Ball now goes back towards centre wing. They bring it in quickly again. Numbers around the contest are with Inverleigh. Perrott best one way. Go back the other way. Gerard gets little boots of ball. Goes towards Best. Taps it in front of himself. Does nicely. Goes and collects it. Handballs back inside to Meehan. Meehan has a player with Grozdanovsky. He goes back towards the goal square again in Hutchison's direction. Out the back. Ball comes over the goal. Soldick runs in and he kicks his first goal of the game. And we'll tie things away.
No score. Siren sounded. Oh, siren had sounded. The siren.
I didn't hear the siren.
Well, there you go.
Oh, I can't comment because I didn't hear the siren myself.
So at this stage, the score will remain at a 1-3-9 for Inverleigh, 2-3-15 Bellpost Hill.